Hi, we are Alejandra, Jessica, and Adriana, and we're going to present the nervous system. First, we're going to explain the overall function of the nervous system. The function is to control and coordinate the body functions. It receives sensory impulses, analyzes, and interprets them.
Did you know what organs make up the system? The nervous system is divided into parts. The central nervous system, that is made up of the brain, spinal cord, and nerves, and the peripheral nervous system, that is made from the sensory neurons, ganglia, and nerves.
Now we're going to explain you the main function of each organ. First, the neurons. Its main function is to process and transmit the information by electrical and chemical signaling. A neuron has three parts: a cell body, often called soma, dendrites, and an axon. The dendrites are filaments that arise from the cell body, but they are more short, and the axon is a special cellular filament that arises from the cell of the body but travels up to a meter. We also have the brain, that is encased in the skull for protection. The brain also has three major parts, and its function is different: the cerebrum, which controls thinking and memory, the cerebellum, which controls balance and coordination, and the medulla oblongata, which controls involuntary actions, such as heartbeat, breathing, and digestion.
Then we have the spinal cord. In there we can find the major large set of nerves running down the spine and protected by the spinal column, or also known as the vertebra. The main function is to connect a large part of the peripheral nervous system to the brain.
A nerve is an enclosed cable-like bundle of axons in the peripheral nervous system. Function: a nerve provides a common pathway for the electrochemical nerve impulses that are transmitted along each of the axons to the peripheral organs.
Finally, we have the ganglia. The ganglia is a cluster of neurons. Its function is to motor control, cognition, emotions, and learning.
On the last infographic, we talked about the cerebral vascular accident, and we said that there were two types of this accident. One was ischemic, that is when there is a blockage, and the other is hemorrhagic, that is when a blood vessel broke. In either way, the cause is that neither blood nor oxygen can reach the brain, and this causes problems. Either way, it affects the brain, and this is the most important part of the nervous system. So that treatment depends on which type it is. It is ischemic, you just take medicines to dissolve the blood and make your blood thinner. But if it is hemorrhagic, then you need to lower the flow of blood in your brain, and if damages is severe, probably surgery. Since it affects the brain, if the muscle stays with some damages that are permanent, then you can stay with some kind of paralysis, incapacity, in really severe cases, even death.